Okay, people. So coming this week to Shudder is Baghead. This is I think it's the featured directorial debut from Alberto Corredor. Uh, it was written by Christina Pamies and Bryce McGuire. The film is produced by Alex Heineman and Andrew Rona. It's executive produced by Jake Wagner, Lorcan Riley, Roy Lee, Luke Etienne, and Alberto Corredor. It is co-produced by Christopher Pfizer, Rachel Clara Honchenberg, Henning Mullfenter, Sean Montgomery, and Charlie Woboken. The creative director is Samuel Shipp. So, Suvi Eva Akas took care of the music. Kale Finot, cinematography. Jeff Betancourt edits the piece, while Nancy Naya was down with the casting. Mark Bitts took care of production design. Marina Vaconcilios was art direction. Kata Bartik and Hannah Bell was set decoration. Christian Augustin, Pamela Goldammer, and Binga Lube took care of hair and makeup, wig, special effects, and our cast. Well, okay. So, Iris is played by Freya Allan. Her dad, Owen, is played by Peter Mullan. Iris's best friend is played by Ruby Barker. That's Katie. We've got, who else do we have? Neil, played by Jeremy Irvine. Sarah, played by Savenja Zhuang. There's the solicitor, played by Ned Dennehy. Regina, played by Julika Jenkins. Catherine, played by Saffron Burrows. Otto Volga, played by Felix Roma. And Iris, Baghead, played by Anne Mullan. The gist of the story, people, is this. Following the death of her estranged father, Iris learns she has inherited a rundown, centuries-old pub. She travels to Berlin to identify her father's body and meet with the solicitor to discuss the estate. Little does she know, when the deed is signed, she will become inextricably tied to an unspeakable entity that resides in the pub's basement. Baghead, a shape-shifting creature that can transform into the dead. 2,000 in cash for 2 minutes with the creature is all it takes for desperate loved ones to ease their grief. Neil, who has lost his wife, is Iris's first customer. Like her father, Iris is tempted to exploit the creature's power and help desperate people for a price. But she soon discovers breaking the 2-minute rule can have terrifying consequences. Together with her best friend Katie, Iris must battle to keep control of Baghead and figure out how to destroy her before she destroys them. Oh boy. Now, interestingly enough, right? This is based on a 2017 short film, right, which was directed by Alberto Corredor and written by Lorcan Riley. Yes. Now, I think Riley is an executive producer on the feature film, right? And it looks like the short film dealt with Owen, right? Dealt with the dad. So yeah, I think if you get the opportunity to see that, maybe that could flesh out some things. I don't know. I did not know there was a short film until I'd watched the feature. So who knows, right? Now, I think the special effects are very good with this. You know what I mean? It's like the whole creature and just, oof. Yeah, it is creepy. It looks off key. Now, I say that those special effects are good. The fire, not so much. But the creature, that was decent. That was good. That was good. Now, with the story, right? Essentially, this is dealing with grief, right? The extent people will go for closure, right? To find out why a loved one left, why a loved one did something horrific. That's what this is, to quiet ghosts or to try and dispel guilt that we have. That's the kind of gist, which, you know, they are always interesting themes to explore. Right? I thought we had some good performances here, you know. I thought that Ruby Barker was very good as Kate. Peter Mullan, very good Owen, you know. Jeremy Irvine was okay as Neil. Right. I thought Sarah, Regina, Catherine, right? The ghosts and Baghead. Right. So Anne Muller, Savanja Jung, Julie Jenkins, and Saffron Burrows were oh, and Felix Roma, all very good, all very good. I do believe Iris, that one doesn't hit as hard, and I think partly that's due to the writing of that character, because I think when you look at the reasons, the rationale, that's sometimes where horror films can fall down. It's just like, wait, you could run out the front door and down the street, or you could run upstairs or run into woods, right? And they always choose the stupid options, like running upstairs where there's no other escape, or running into the woods where you can't see shit. And that's where the creature was from. So, it knows the landscape, right? It's like, why would you do either of those things? But that's what the person always does. So I think when those things happen, you scratch your head. You're just like, what's happening here? I'm lost. You've lost me. And that's the thing. It's decisions that make no sense, right? Like, so there's a good few things in here where you're just like, wait, but why? Why would why would you do that? That's a bit weird. You know what I mean? Like, I think when Iris gets to Berlin, it seems that she doesn't have anywhere to stay, which surely you would book somewhere, because she doesn't know there's anything for her. She's just identifying a book. She doesn't know there's anything for her. So how the fuck has she not got anywhere to stay? That's odd. Doesn't make any sense. Really does not make any sort of sense. You could say that, oh, I booked a shitty hostel, right? In a shitty neighborhood because I couldn't afford anything else. Or let me crash here instead, right? This will be far better than that. Or the place you were staying, double booked, lost a book. You know, there could be many reasons, but to be like you didn't book anywhere. Yeah, weird. Then it's just all the stuff, right? All the stuff that's kind of the decisions, and there's a lot of things that make no sense, right? If you have a 2-minute warn, like a 2-minute is the cutoff. You can't go over 2 minutes. A bit like talk to me, right? Why would you set a timer for 2 minutes? Surely you set a timer for a minute and a half, right? So then you know, okay, we've got 30 seconds to tie this down, right? You wanna buffer. You're not gonna be like, yo, okay, I'll set the timer, but because no, that's when you have to be done. You have to be done. You're not setting it for 120 minutes. You're setting it for 90 seconds, I should say. 120 seconds, 90 seconds. You know what I mean? It's just these things, man. It's like doors. Why are you not locking doors? Yeah, there's a bit where, yeah, you just think, well, surely all you had to do is lock the door, and then that solves that. But I don't know. I don't know. That's the thing. There's some funky rationale going on, right? Like if you just took care of that, this would be a tight film. Just yeah, it just needed that shit polished up because there's certain things that just do not make any sense, and that harms the Iris character because is all these things affect her, and it feeds into what she does. So you're just like, yo, it makes no sense. Whereas some of the other characters, you'd be like, right, I get that, I understand that. Though, yeah, as I say, locking doors. Yeah, locking doors is a big one as well. But who the fuck can come in and out of your fucking house? You know what I mean? Like, that's like, huh? And you're a girl in a place that you don't know, in a country you don't know. There is a level of trepidation, of caution that would come with that, but it doesn't seem to. Right? So I think those things do hurt the film, which is a shame. Because as I said, like this whole thing of trying to get the closure, like Talk to Me, right? Which worked. You could understand why people were going back to the and I mean, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? But yeah, you'd be like, I can see why these crazy motherfuckers would do this shit. But with this, yeah, there's things that don't make any sense. That don't make any sense whatsoever. Especially when you get the history on people. Right? If you find out that someone is messy, then it's just like, okay. Okay. If you are like that, I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna just keep on keeping on. Does that be crazy? That'd be crazy, you know? So with this one, I think if you liked History of Evil, if you oh gosh, what was that other man, there was that other one, Leave, right? I think Leave, From Black. I think those kind of speak to what this is, attachment. Right? So those Shudder films, if you enjoy those ones, then maybe Baghead works for you. You know, it's yeah, like it's not a terrible film. It just could have been tightened up for it to truly shine, right? To truly work. That's the thing with these things, right? You want shit to shine. You don't want anything to be like, "Ugh, that's a disappointment." You get me? So sometimes it's a shame. It's a shame when you have these plot points that don't necessarily work that well. You know what I mean? But yeah, Baghead is out on Friday the 5th of April, people. So it's on Shudder. So you can get it through Shudder or Amazon, which has the Shudder channel, which you can subscribe to on there. And yeah, as I said, look, there's a 2017 short film, 15 minutes, and that it seems that that possibly lays down like the backstory for this film. Like that will finish and the film starts, as it were. But yeah, Baghead out on Friday.